Adverbs of time. What are adverbs of time? You are probably thinking they have something to do with answering questions about time. About when? Well, adverbs of time tell when something is done or how often. Here we have a little girl in a very messy room. Imagine what might be said to her. Clean up your room now. I asked you to do it yesterday. If you don't tidy up weekly, you will soon disappear under the mess. Notice the adverbs now, yesterday, weekly, and soon all answer questions related to time, specifically when and how often. Pretend the current day and time is Tuesday at 11 a.m. and choose adverbs of time to label each clock. So in the first clock, Wednesday, 11 a.m., what would be an adverb of time to describe this one? Tomorrow. Monday, 11 a.m. Yesterday. Tuesday, 11 a.m. Of course, that's now. And finally, Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Soon. Choose adverbs of time to complete the sentences. So we have the list of adverbs: daily, never, before, once, always, and sometimes. Let's check whether you worked out the answers. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's not fair because I never get a turn. The sun rises daily. There once was a man called Fitzgerald, and in the final sentence, always check for cars before crossing the road. An adverb adds meaning to a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Adverbs of time tell when something is done or how often. In the following sentence, the adverbs of time are read. Starting tomorrow, brush your teeth daily.
A very good evening to you all. So today we are going to do adverbs of time, and we will be focusing on the singular and plural forms. So just let us look at these words. We say before, after, during, occasionally, today, tomorrow, soon, always, seldom, recently, generally, never, yesterday, often, usually, sometimes, rarely. Now these are just a few adverbs which we have in front of us. Now let us see how we can use these adverbs in sentences of our own. We are now going to frame sentences. Use these words and try to make short, simple sentences. For example, let us say, I never eat before 9 o'clock. I always go to sleep after dinner. I shall stop doing that from tomorrow. Think of different sentences and try to frame sentences with these words. This will help us to make situational conversations if we concentrate on one aspect of making sentences. Now, let's read these sentences. These sentences are about Graham, so they are in the singular. Graham never gets up before 7 o'clock. He generally walks to his office. He is always late. Today he is on time. He rarely watches movies. He seldom visits friends. He often goes to the club to play billiards. He occasionally goes for a swim. He sometimes plays golf. He goes skiing during winter. He usually goes for a long walk after dinner. He goes to bed only after 11 p.m. He recently applied for an overseas job. He will soon get a confirmation. Now, when we look at these sentences, we understand that all these sentences are in the singular and they are a reference to Graham. The words which have been put before you in red are the adverbs of time. Therefore, just go through these words and sentences carefully, and we shall now have a small exercise. So now, let's do this exercise. So what is our exercise? Our exercise is where we are going to change the sentences that we have just now seen into the plural form. So if we want to change these sentences into the plural form, we can use we or they. So when I say, I go to the bazaar, I say we go to the bazaar. I never drink milk. They never drink milk. I never go to the market. He always goes to the market. They never go to the market. We never go to the market. So I just want you to observe the use of go. I always go to the market. She always goes to the market. We never go to the market. They never go to the market. He goes to the market. This is one of the common mistakes which we tend to make in general conversation. So now let us do this exercise, which is primarily based only upon Graham and he. So let's start.